Hey, what's up guys? Today we are out here targeting crappies. We are going to be using Panoptix Livescope. I'm going to show you the setup with that, how to use that in down view and forward view in order to locate the school of crappies, get right on top of them, use some bigger spoons in order to pull out some of the bigger fish in that school. So as you can see, we have right underneath us right here, and it's over 50, about 60 feet at the end. We could extend it farther, but I'm going to just use 60 feet to get a little bit more zoomed in to see these schools of fish. And as I kind of turn this, you can actually see some right underneath us. And as you move, as you turn, you can see about 10 feet that direction. It's got some auto zoom, so it zooms in as it goes. And you can see a school of crappies right there. As I continue to pan around, you can see, look at all those fish circled in right over here. And now I can see that direction based on the direction that the pole is facing. Then I can go over, drill those holes. I see anywhere from about 10 feet over all the way over to about 50 feet over. We have a whole school of crappies. And these crappies this time of year are on the move, so we need to be able to be mobile and be moving with them.
There's one coming up.
So the school of fish that I was on has moved out of the area, so I switched my live scope from down view to forward view. So I can scan about, I have it set at 60 feet in each direction. I can scan that around 360 degrees in a circle to see if there's any fish in the area. You can see a few blips of fish here and there, but I'm looking for a concentration, looking for that school of fish to see where they're at. And right about there, around 30 feet out, I can see that fish, so I'll go over there and see if I can get right on top of them. This is a time-lapse video of my live scope in down view, and it just goes to show how important it is to stay on the move with these schools of crappies moving around the basin. You can see the school of fish right off to my right, and they were just moving out of that area. So I pick up, move to a hole that I had drilled about 10 feet to my right, and now you can see that same school of fish is on my left moving towards me. So it really works out pretty well. This is where those big spoons can really shine. You can get those down there out ahead of that school, and you can get some of those big fish jigging it pretty aggressively to come out of that school, come out ahead and take those big spoons, even if they're not tipped with any sort of minnow or anything like that. You can see a couple fish coming in and cruising up here, but these fish kind of had turned a little bit more neutral. So actually in the next clip I'll show you how I downsized a little bit to use some more tungsten jigs, some plastics, and how I can use that to trigger some more bites even when these fish become a little more neutral or even negative. So what you can see right now is that school of fish started out to my left, and now it's basically directly underneath me, but you can see that whole school just slowly moving from my left to my right on my screen. And then I can have another hole drilled to my right to continually move on top of those fish, where normally you would just kind of hole hop with your Vexilar to see where these fish are, kind of guessing where they are. Now you can actually see them moving from one area to the next, and you can really do a great job of staying on top of them.
So a lot of these fish were being neutral, almost negative. So I downsized to this little plastic, or this little tungsten jig with a Mackie plastic on it. And even we're still getting just quality crappies, these big crappies, big dinner plates, even attacking some of that smaller stuff. coming up good. There we go. Little bit smaller. Still a beautiful crappie. That'll sometimes happen when you downsizing some of these smaller jigs. You end up catching a few more fish because some of these smaller fish like this will bite. We still got some more fish down there, so let's go catch another. Coming in hot. Come on, he's gonna whack it. There it is. That one came in just cruising.